Hello, welcome back to the Lightbulb Podcast. I'm your host, American Lightbulb, and I'm alone once again. No, my co-hosts and all my friends, they're still alive and all that shit. They're thriving, actually. As a matter of fact, it's just well, the reason why I haven't been uploading. I just want to get to that point real quick. Um, so I do have a lot of podcasts, like a lot that I recorded, but I just either A, don't want to edit them, or B, it's just too long to edit and it wouldn't fit the style of, my podcast. But then again, my style is to just fuck around and find out and all that shit. But honestly, I wasn't very much rocking with it with those podcasts. I mean, they had a lot of, fun, good times, a lot of fucked up shit that we did on the podcast, which is why I probably should not be uploading it. But, you know, things all aside, I really like those episodes. Now, the question is if they're going to see the day of light on this channel. I am unaware of if that's a possibility or not, because honestly, I really haven't found the motivation to be making these podcasts. I wouldn't say it's a burnout, it's more like my schedule has now shifted to being complete fucking utter shit. Because usually I had to upload every Sunday, but due to the circumstances of now I'm going to be in Dacha, like, I'm not sure, not every other, like every weekend, that kind of fucks me up because I will be either coming back on Monday or Sunday, and then I tell myself, oh well, I can go ahead and upload this podcast, like, on a I'll upload it next Sunday, and I never fucking do it, so I'm now stuck in a perpetual loop of constantly saying, oh, I'm gonna do shit, but then I'm not gonna do shit. So, yeah, it's kind of fucked up if you tell me. Yeah, but anyway, so another thing I want to bring up, also the reason why I wasn't uploading, this is more of a personal thing. It's not something that, I had no control over. Is, my mental health. Well, it hasn't, I wouldn't say it has degraded. I'm just saying that I probably did the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it led down to a path of scary, fucked up shit. Yeah. But it wasn't that much traumatizing because, I have the boys for a reason. The boys. Which, I fucking love them to death. Like, boys, if you're listening to this right now, if you reach the 3-minute mark, I fucking love you. No, nah. Not even no homo, just full homie, I love you. Like, you motherfuckers be the reason why I'm still fucking living sometimes. Whatever it be, gym, or fucking, I don't know what it's called. Gym, hanging out outside, teaching me new things. I fucking love you to bits and pieces. I may not show it, but I fucking love you. No homo. Full homie. But, yeah, they're there for me when needed. And honestly, I appreciate the help from, all the boys who are listening to this. No girls, because the last girl that tried to listen to my podcast ended up standing me up on the date. Yeah, it's not fun. It's been my first time I've been stood up, actually, so yeah, that's kind of traumatizing. Not really, I mean, I got over it because it was nothing serious. I got over it within, I'm not sure, 3 hours. And yeah, I'm kind of happy, it's probably not going to leave a permanent mark. Despite the fact she did remain in my fucking brain for like 5 or 4 days after that entire situation, probably a week. But that's expected. But all jokes aside, like, whatever you do not do the same things that I did. If I could teach people on this podcast one thing, is that you're not supposed to treat a girlfriend or significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, they friend, I don't fucking know. what do they call gender neutral people? Like significant, like what, like partner and all that shit. Listen, the purpose of having a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and all that shit. Well, it's in the name. You see, there's girl, and then there's friend. Now, you don't want to go ahead and date a person that, has no mutual interest with you. Like, I know I sometimes be dating people who are out of my, political spectrum, but that was back then. Like, someone might be out of my political spectrum, out of like my ideal interest. Like, I'm probably interested in one thing, they're interested in another thing, but the synergy is not there. We can't go ahead and coexist, which is why I'll usually either end up, like making, this entire thing worse, or even, worse for myself. I'm going to go ahead and shift my entire personality to fit with them because I'm trying so hard to make the relationship work. And honestly, that fucks you up. Like, guys, whatever you do not shift your entire personality just to get some pussy or dick or head. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But still, don't do that because I'm speaking from personal experience. It fucks you up. It fucks them up. It fucks the people around you because that personality that you made with them might slowly seep into, your actual personality, which did happen to me a couple of times. So, in conclusion, if you're going to go ahead and date with someone who has mutual interest with you. Because, like I said, it's called a girl or boy and friend. Because not only you got a girl or a boy that, you can experience something romantical, something sexual, if I do dare say so myself. But you also got a friend who understands you, who has mutual interest with you. Like for example, I'm a huge fan of like, manga reading, like especially Berserk or like playing video games and all that. I'm not gonna date like a white pick me girl that's gonna be like, oh my god, I love this game so much. It's my favorite rock band or some shit like that. No. No, that's not how it works. Because you're just gonna end up fucking hurting yourself. So that's why you need to find people with mutual interest. It's really that simple. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Like that's basically just it. Treat a girlfriend the same way you would treat like your friends. Well, not really. Like like the shared like hobbies, like aspects of life and all that shit. Like yeah, I understand that, but I don't know. In conclusion, a girlfriend is just a friend with extended privileges. Like it's like for example, if you ever got a girlfriend, not only she's gonna be like your best friend, she's gonna be there for you at like your worst, but she's also gonna love you the same way, like not the same way I would say like a mother, like a parent would love you, but it's close to there. It's like in between the way of like how a best friend loves you and how a significant other, like a wife slash husband, loves you. It's like somewhere in that middle ground of having like a girlfriend slash boyfriend. And honestly, I'm sad that it took me so long to figure this out, considering the fact that I first started off by looking at my parents' relationship and like, studying their relationship and seeing like what my ideal relationship would be, which is, if any ladies are interested, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna date anyone who listens to my shit ass podcast. It's more like a venting diary at this point. Then again, I am teaching people shit, so who fucking knows? I'm not the one to judge. But still, having it's really something special. And honestly, it's very hard nowadays to find someone who has common interests in you and also is, either the opposite gender or the same gender as you, but also, same sexualities. I'm not sure. Loving people is weird. But you know what? If anything, there's always a backup plan. I call it a 12 gauge shotgun. Funny. No, but seriously, don't kill yourself. I know I made a joke about a 12 gauge shotgun, but like, don't, please. The human life is so precious, especially, since I'm recording this in June, which, no, I'm not going to be talking about Pride Month for now, but, however, I do want to talk about, embracing men's issue and bringing them to light because, honestly, if I look at any of my friend groups right now, mostly consist of guys, I can find at least five problems that they have, and that could probably, be mentally threatening to them, which is quite sad because we talk about it so much, but yet we take no action against it. I think quarantine is to blame of that because honestly, I degraded myself during quarantine, like so fucking bad. Like looking back at quarantine, that was probably the worst but the best time. It was like a double-edged sword because I met a lot of new people that I still talk to. But at the same time, I became a therapist for a lot of people, and then I myself needed a therapist slowly. Am I gonna take a therapy, like, session or some shit like that? Fuck no. I got gym. It's better to work out the physical health because it also helps you with the mental health. But, yeah, it's a pretty fucking, harsh thing, men's mental health. It's, I really don't understand why it's under talked. Like, really, it's really under talked because usually I'm the punching bag of the group. I get to hear out all the problems and all that shit. And honestly, I don't see the boys talking about it that much compared to the girls that, I talk to. They talk about it a lot. Usually even I see it, like their mental issue and like the effects that it has on them. It's kind of fucked up if you ask me, Chief. Really fucked up. I think it also comes to like, society's norm of, treating men as stronger, as more mentally, like capable of like holding it in more than, girls. But the longer you hold it in, the more it's going to hurt you and, it might end up to your death in some unfortunate cases, but it's really concerning the more you think about it. I mean, yes, I understand men have to go ahead and play a role that like, oh, they got to be like, strong physically, mentally and all that. Hell, even I believe that sometimes, I gotta reject, like I have to embrace masculinity. Not toxic. I don't give a fuck about the toxic masculinity and all that. I just want to work out, lift heavy things, and carry my mom. That's it. Like that should be every guy's goal to like be able to like carry their mom if they have one if they love it. Be able to like the same way how your parents used to carry you. I want to carry them too. Like that's it. That's the goal I want to be going to, which is why I'm working out. I'm getting stronger. I'm working out so I can carry my mom princess style. But honestly, it's I don't know how to explain this anymore. I even forgot what I was talking about. Maybe I'm the one that's mentally ill. Then again, I do love mentally ill girls. There's just something about mentally ill girls that just just keep me going, which probably explains my a lot of my choices in life. Good lord, that's probably the worst thing I developed during quarantine. Oh god, yeah. But if you guys know any good like therapy like coping methods, fucking coping method, just any like stress relieving methods, I'll gladly listen to them and take them. My current stress anti-stress shit is not like a stress ball or some shit like that. I just go to the gym, I walk, or I play video games, which usually make me worse. I remember that one time I tried to play Minecraft for 3 hours straight and I just rage quitted. Yeah, that's pretty weak-minded of me. I can't believe I just let that, that shit fuck me up. Also, sorry, I'm drinking tea during the podcast. It's getting cold because I made this bitched in like, what, 15 minutes ago or some shit like that. So, give me a break, please. And, yeah, that's pretty much it about the tea. It's black tea, by the way. It's very nice. I'm more of a green tea slash, lemongrass fan. Tea is very nice. Cigars are nice too, but tea is nicer. Yeah. Man, I sound so fucking retarded. No wonder, I really like the motivation to do these podcasts because I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure how I'm managing at least 30 minutes of talking while staring out a window. And I have to keep on making content too. Like, usually it's not that hard when you have a topic, but that these topics, they get covered so quick. Like, I feel like my biggest flaw is I'm unable to stretch out content to a certain degree because I usually either go over it too much or I go too little about it. But yeah, it's it's pretty fucking weird if you ask me and all that shit. But yeah, as for while we're on the topic of the podcast and all that, and how I'm losing motivation, back at it again, I guess. I do have a lot of plans that I have in mind that I want to talk about with on the podcast, like a lot of shit. I was actually even thinking about considering starting another channel, but it's something like a channel that I can, upload on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be like weekly basis or like bi-weekly or like a fortnight weekly basis or some shit like that. But really, I feel like if I really want to start a commentary channel, but like I'm not sure what type of subjects I'll be able to cover because commentary channels are now getting absolutely shitted on, like dogged on. Not because like, oh, it's overused and generic. No, it's just YouTube hates it. Man, you know what? Every day I keep on hating YouTube and it just makes me feel bad because I really want to like, stay on YouTube, but at the same time I want to branch out onto other platforms. But then again, when I do that, it's completely fucked. Because Storyfire, if you don't remember what that was, it used to be like, oh, like the next YouTube and all that shit. Because it was like Twitter, YouTube, and like Tumblr thrown into like a mix and just blended up. And now it's getting, slapped into like platform format and boom, there's that shit. No, it got fucked over really hard, like really hard, like holy shit. And honestly, it's kind of sad because YouTube has such a big monopoly over this shit. And yeah, it's kind of scary. And because YouTube is able to like, enforce all of their policies and, most people just have to suck it up and either they suck it up and like, the community, guidelines strike them down. Or like in recent events, Justice for Act Man, which will be, the hashtag I'll use on this video. Actually, no, I don't want to use that hashtag on the video because I'll just be, looking for clicks. But, it's really sad about that entire situation because how are you going to go ahead and let this person who has been evading community guidelines, like not obeying them, uploading content against it, ban evading, and is known for being, homophobic, which I really don't care about that part. Do whatever the fuck you want to say. Because the Second Amendment will come in, take care of what you have to say. But how are you going to do all of this shit? Community strike someone, or not even someone, a lot of people who are exposing you and say it's unfair content, then they get punished. Not the one who abuses the system. And that's fucked up if you ask me. Like, holy shit, that's pretty fucking weird. Like that's heavily fucked up. Like, why would you do that? Like, god damn, you're really hating on all of us. Like, it's just fucked up. Like, and Axeman, he had like put like 7 years of his life behind that channel, and next thing you know, it's fully demonetized. He's not gonna get a single cent out of it no more, and the people are mad. I understand that because I would be mad as fuck too if my channel literally got hit with a, oh, you're not allowed to make no more money anymore because you exposed someone and that's considered as harassment or like you quote unquote copyright material, which that's fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna get strike for that. Like, I know, I fucking hate it, man. I really do. But yeah, another problem that I might possibly face with if I ever, start a secondary channel like a commentary channel is my computer is not able to be handling recording and playing video games at the same time, so no background footage. Surely I can go ahead and, probably figure something out for like, background footage, but as for now, I have no background footage and yeah, but however, I do know that if I do start one, I already have, an entire like figure, like my light bulb. I can go ahead, slap it onto like a fucking like stock image of like, like a businessman, slap on the light bulb icon and be like, yeah, there you go, there's my character. Yeah, you no longer have to deal with that shit. But I don't know. I'm really kind of fucking tired right now for some reason, despite the fact it's like middle of the day. And you know what? I really don't feel like my first podcast after coming back for so long should be this long. It should probably be a little bit short. I mean, yeah, I know there's like, what, like 8 minutes left until the 30-minute mark, but honestly, I have nothing else to talk about. Like, and also, if I do want to talk about the other subjects, which, mind you, I do have a lot, it's just I usually don't have the, organization to like go ahead and do it step by step. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll talk about those topics in a different time. But with that being said, this was your host, American Lightbulb, talking about a lot of dumb shit that probably correlates with no other subject. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and see you hopefully. I'm not sure when this is going to be uploaded. I'm probably going to change my uploading schedule to be on, on Wednesday because I feel like that's the best time. Anyhow, signing off, dipshits.